All right, everybody. Good evening. What's going on? Welcome to the weekend preview pre-stream, which is going to be short. It's only going to be a couple minutes here because I need to get started with the weekend preview. Because after the weekend preview, if you guys have been following along, you'll know that I'm going to be checking out Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare for the first time in quite some time. There was a free DLC released, which allows you to buy a pack that has some pretty neat new customizations and characters in it. However, you need to build up currency to buy the pack. I just logged into the game to find out how it works. There's also a new map that I'm going to try to play on, but it's, could be random, so I don't know if I'm going to end up in that playlist or not. But I'm going to be playing that tonight, and so I need to get through the weekend preview to get there, okay? I do want to apologize for any of you who might have been like, gee, Phil, on the kingofhate.com's homepage, you said that you might have been starting the weekend preview early. What happened? Well, I went to Easter dinner with my parents. My aunt was also there. My aunt, who now lives in Connecticut, she moved here and is currently staying with a friend until she's been here for a year. Then she can take up, or she's eligible for that, I think it's called, what is it called? One of those, old home places, for older people, because she is up there in years. And they were all there, and we were eating dinner. We had a nice time, and then they wanted to watch some of my videos of my Seattle trip, including they wanted to see the walkthrough of the house that I am in the process of buying. So we watched all that together. And after we did that, my parents surprised me and basically said, well, since this is one of the last times you're going to be here, and it's in particular for Easter, you probably will never be here again for Easter. We'd like to have, a celebration kind of. So they pulled out not one, but two cakes for me. And they said it was a combination of Easter and birthday because, I wasn't here for my birthday. So one of them was a Italian cake. Now, for those of you who never had Italian cake, what it is layers of soft, spongy cake mixed in with pudding, including vanilla and chocolate pudding. Also cherries, so cherries and like cherry kind of like jam or something in there. Then it's frosted with white icing, and then there's either chocolate shots or nuts painted around the end of the cake. It is a round cake. So I had a piece of that, and then my mom pulls out a flipping giant egg, a giant chocolate egg cake that has 2 layers of freaking mousse inside. I told my mom I can't eat all this. I'm not even used to eating sweets. I'm going to be going to the bathroom for the next year. So I had a small piece of that. And then after all of that, it was already super late. I was like, oh shit, I thought I was going to be here for like an hour and a half. I'm here for like 4 hours. So there's no way I'm doing my stuff early tonight. So it was pretty intense. It was pretty intense. So I'm back. I'm bloated. I ate too much food. Way too much. But my parents saw my new place. They like it. They actually pointed out, because I was saying one of the first things I want to upgrade in the place is the stove, because the stove looks out of place. It doesn't match the other appliances, and it looks old. My mom says, well, I watched the video. It didn't look old to me. Let's watch it together. So we're watching it, and I realize the stove is not old. The stove is an electric stove, which I want. It's just that it's white instead of silver, which matches the other appliances. So I may just hold on to that stove for a while, as long as it works, which it's supposed to, and focus on spending money on furnishing the house and other things that are more important before we start upgrading stuff in it. So, oof. So thank goodness my mom pointed that out to me. You know what it was? It's when you're going through a quick walkthrough that you don't have enough time to really focus on everything. And now that I have good, thank God I was able to film the walkthrough, because I started looking at stuff and I was like, okay, that stove's not so bad. And actually watching the walkthrough video again kind of showed me some other things about the house that I've maybe even forgotten about and I like the fact that it has a giant pantry. That's really neat. So I'm excited. I'm very excited. By the way, the inspection on the house is tomorrow. Tomorrow the inspection is taking place, and I'm going to be notified by the inspector. Supposedly via email, he's going to send me the inspection report tomorrow afternoon at some point when the inspection is done. And we're going to have our results. Fingers crossed, everyone, that the inspector doesn't find anything wrong with this place and it ends up being, tip-top shape, water, electricity, all working order. If there is any gas, which I'm not sure, hoping that there's no leaking. I actually went for the mid-level inspection, which is a little bit more expensive. What they do is they take an infrared light and they scan all around certain areas of the house where there might, be potential for leaking water, water damage, water in the walls, temperature fluctuations, things like that. It's really neat, the stuff that they do these days for inspections. And so all that goes down tomorrow. So fingers crossed, everyone. Everyone hope, send me your well wishes that this inspection goes good. This is just the next bump. Once that's done, I think we move on to just getting the loan approved, really, which shouldn't be a problem because the woman, the mortgage broker who I talked to, said that I had already basically been approved for the price level I'm looking to finance. So I don't think it should be any problem. And yeah, this is looking good. Everything's looking good so far. Our potential closing date is May 22nd, which means between now and then, if nothing goes wrong, everything goes swimmingly, May 22nd, I will own that home. And then I can, make my plans to plan out the exact dates of the move in June. Very good. Someone says that they might find nuclear weapons or a sex dungeon hidden in the house. What are you talking about? Yes, a hidden sex dungeon. Actually, that might be a plus. Maybe I'd like if you found a hidden sex dungeon. But anyway. Anyway, sorry. Got distracted there for a second. Anyway, that's pretty much it. That's all I really have to say in the pre-stream. I'll probably wait like one more minute, and then we'll get started with the actual weekend preview. Short but sweet. Just a quick update, everyone. I did upload 10 of the Killer Instinct matches from earlier today to DSP Gaming. They are live and now in a playlist. I'll be uploading 20 more of those matches over the course of this week. Probably not tomorrow, but maybe on Tuesday and then maybe another day. I want to make sure that I don't overload you guys with videos, which, I think I was doing a couple days this past week, uploading like 30 plus videos. People were complaining and unsubbing, which, whatever, don't sub a channel, you don't want to watch the content, but I'm just saying, I was out, out of town in Seattle for 2 weeks, wasn't uploading any new videos. I came back, started uploading, and some people were like, oh, it's too many videos. I didn't know he uploads this much. And, unfortunately, as you can hear, yes, my sinuses are back in full effect. My throat's okay, but I'm still all congested with the nasal drip, mostly because it's freaking cold again, and my heat went on last night, and my heat screwed me all up. And it's bad enough because it was warm for a few days, so the pollen sprung, and then the heat went on, which just compounded it. So the nastiness is back into my sinuses, which I'm sure you wanted to know. But a lot of people, oh, why is he snorting? Well, that's why. Because unlike you, I don't have perfect sinuses. And I can't even blow it out of my nose because it's not in my nose. It's up into my sinuses. Okay, what else? Well, I think that's about it. So without further ado, let's end the pre-stream. We'll jump over. We'll start the weekend preview. And then we'll quickly switch over and do some Plants vs. Zombies tonight. Sounds good? All right, sounds good. Fair enough.